I know a lot of you aren't gonna like this one, but I really think I'm onto something. Welcome back to another Five Nights at Freddy's theory, and I know it's been a while since I did have theories, but I've just been tired lately. But today I'm gonna be recreating Can We Trust Them? Because I never really went deep into detail about it. But this time, I've got ideas. So today we're gonna be recreating why we can't just see from Cassie or Gregory's perspective. Now, some of you may be thinking why we can't trust Gregory's perspective, and I'll get to that part after Cassie. So why can't we trust anything that Cassie sees? Well, it all starts with this mask. You see, in Ruin, we're met up with this friendly staff bot who hands us a mask that looks like... that looks really identical to Vanny's mask. After putting it on, we're met with this weird drilling sound that's put in our head, and Cassie responds by saying this.
Ow! That hurts.
We are then met with the AR world, which is very similar to ours, but in purple. Now, obviously, there's more to it than just being purple. Cassie can now see and deactivate security nodes across the Pizzaplex. She can see different signs or different posters of animatronics throughout the entire Pizzaplex. And then there are walls missing. Walls missing? Hang on a second, that's not right. Wait. No. Don't ban Cassie just yet. She's not using the x-ray bot. She just can't physically see the wall because it's not there for her. She can just walk through it, as well when she has the Vanny mask on. And this happens multiple times across the game. And Cassie even calls it out.
No way. I walked through a big screen and now I'm in Superstar Daycare? No way this is real. That screen was there before I looked at the camera. I swear.
Now, other theorists already have pointed out that unless Cassie has the ability to just walk through walls whenever she has the mask on, there's probably not even a wall there. So this means even though Cassie has the mask off, she is still seeing things that are put into the AR world. Now, Cassie's trying to find Gregory in this situation. Or who she thinks is Gregory. You see, later on we find out that it's actually who's mimicking Gregory's voice and mimic what's Cassie to turn off all the nodes across the Pizzaplex. So I think the mimic's putting up these fake walls in front of Cassie, and Cassie is forced to deactivate the nodes in order to move forward and save Gregory. Now this means we can't trust anything she sees when she has the mask on. But it also means we can't trust anything she sees when she takes the mask off. I can already hear what some of you guys are saying. We already knew this. Rumor's been up over like 3 years now. Why are you just making this now? And plus, somebody already made a theory on this. Well, yeah, I was actually getting to that part. And to be honest with y'all, I'm not making this video because of what I found from Cassie. I'm making this video because of what I found with Gregory. That's right, we can't trust anything that we see from Gregory's perspective either. But Gregory doesn't wear the Vanny mask in security bridge. I can hear you typing, Mr. Fake Commenter. Yeah, I was getting to that part. And the video I was talking about earlier, that video is in the description right now, which is the video that I'm referencing today. So, and I recommend clicking on that now, and I'll get to it. And also, right, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Just please, that'll help me a lot. So, I'll see you in a bit.
Man, I don't know why people nearly subscribe to my channel.
Yeah,
like it's annoying.
I don't know why they be watching your videos and they don't subscribe.
Exactly.
That's messed up.
It's getting annoying.
Oh shoot, they're back. Hey, bro, you gotta go now because they're back.
Oh, are they? Well, see you then.
Yeah, please subscribe to his channel. Hey, listen, I'm subscribed, okay? Alright, so I see you watched it. Alright, thank you. Now, about Gregory. Even though he's about like 10 years old, has a bit of a dark past. But we don't get to see it much in the games. But what we do see him now is in the books. Now, the story that I'm going to be referencing today is GGY. And I'm sure by now you've heard this story either from other theorists or just by reading it yourself. So I'm not really going to explain the whole entire story to you. Now, the key point we could take from this is that Gregory at some point was under Glitchtrap's control. And we know that from Help Wanted 1 and Help Wanted 2 that the Vanity Mask is a tool for Glitchtrap to get inside your head. Now, if we know that Gregory at some point was under Glitchtrap's control, and you would need the Vanity Mask to become a servant to Glitchtrap, but the Vanity Mask drilled a freaking chip into your head when you put it on. I think Gregory has a chip in his head. A chip in his head would help explain why he's getting all these visual effects while we play the game. Like whenever we're running away from Moon, or whenever we're looking at Vanessa, or someone else who wears the Vanity Mask. Now, this is the piece of evidence that got me started on this insanity in the first place.
Woo! Gator goal!
Well, thank you, MadPat. Yeah, that's right, the Monty Golf Arcade Cabinet. Or should I refer it as the Monty Golf A Arcade? I mean, does that sound right to you? I don't think so. By the way, you want to see something cool? Watch this. Yep. I'm gonna leave that on, but whatever. The game provides we're playing mini golf in AR, and the only way to get into the AR world is through a Vanity Mask and a chip that's installed into your head. So across Security Breach and Ruin, we only got to play a handful of arcade cabinets. And it felt a little weird to me that the only one that didn't have too much lore in it was the Monty Golf Arcade Cabinet. But now, to me, it seems that the Monty Golf Arcade Cabinet was trying to tell us that Gregory was in AR mode the entire time. Now, what does this mean for Security Breach? Well, in this theory that I just referenced not too long ago, I was just gonna say that the bird trap ending wasn't canon. Initially, that's initially what I was gonna say. I was then gonna say that it makes no sense for Factor Entertainment to be bringing back these scary animatronic cutouts into their establishment if their main demographic is kids. I was then gonna theorize that Factor Entertainment is making all these different AR experiences or whatever you call them. So while you're bringing up your child and you let them go off all alone, you're in for a haunted house experience or whatever you call it. Now, this experience is similar to the Help Wanted 1 experience. Think of what they do to the FNAF AR animatronics. They make their animatronics by choice, by your choice. They make their animatronics in a festival or holiday by your choice. Now imagine that they do that for the entire Pizzaplex. The bird trap ending was just going to be one of those experiences that was under construction during the time of Security Breach. And this theory would also help explain why we would literally need different passes for literally everything across the Pizzaplex. Everything beyond the front doors is a different experience for anyone who has a chip in their head. He then went on another path on his theory that he likes a lot more than the one that he was going to theorize before. So most of the community believes that Gregory's out of Glitchtrap's system. It's not free because someone played the Balloon Boy arcade cabinets. Same way how we played Princess Quest and free Vanessa from the Glitchtrap virus. And he started cooking on this one. He said at the end of Help Wanted 2, Vanessa still had the Vanity persona. So, did she really get rid of the Glitchtrap virus? And if she didn't, does that mean that Gregory never got rid of his either? And he doesn't think that Gregory got out of his system. Glitchtrap may have noticed that Gregory was trying to break free from his system. And instead of just stopping him, he just gave him the way out. Or at least what he thought was the way out. Well, if you don't know what I mean by this, then think of this as the Amazing Digital Circus. Kane knows that his characters want out of the program, so he just gives them the exit. But it's not really the true exit. There's nothing on the other side of the door. And he thinks, and myself think that me and him believe that Gregory's in a similar situation with Glitchtrap. So Glitchtrap either gives Gregory this fix as it makes him think it's true, or something, I don't know. Even when he's trying to break free, he's still under Glitchtrap's control. And without even knowing it. Then all Glitchtrap has to do is show him something in AR in order to make him do whatever he wants him to do. Like putting up a wall that makes Gregory deactivate the security nodes. Or in Gregory's case, putting a fence up that can only be opened by the special parts from the other animatronics. This even goes for as the Princess Quest ending and the Brazil ending in Ruin. And I want y'all to take a look at both of these endings. Notice something between the two? It's on the same hill. Like, why does this one get to be a figment of Cassie's imagination, but this one already happened? I think the events leading to this happened, but I think them sitting on a hill is completely fabricated. And if all this is true and Gregory is still under Glitchtrap's control, then why the hell is Vanny still trying to hunt him down in Security Breach? He then pulled a quote out which my mind was blown, which was this right here.
Yeah, with my help, I am being helped with the signal jammer. That rabbit thing won't bother you anymore.
And he said by the end of Ruin that this isn't Helpy and this isn't Gregory. Gregory turns out to be the Mimic, which we obviously know. Helpy is heavily theorized to be the Glitchtrap virus, and the Glitchtrap virus seemed to have branched off the Mimic at one program. And so the two were the same at some point, and they have the same goals, but are still arguing who did win the situation. I think Gregory and Vanny are in the same situation. They both have the Glitchtrap virus, but because Gregory's Glitchtrap virus runs a different protocol from Vanny's, Vanny doesn't realize that he's still under Glitchtrap's control. Now, I was going to end it right here, but I think I went down on another path on his theory that I like a lot more. Which this goes beyond Security Breach. After seeing this theory, I went down on a deeper path on this theory. I don't know why I said that. Whatever. Now, remember when I said Gregory having a chip in his head would be the reason why he's getting all these visual effects while he plays the game? Now I've kept thinking visual effects all over, like just over and over and over again. And I thought of all the Easter eggs throughout the entire franchise. So, does this mean that the Crying Child, Elizabeth, Mike Afton, and Mike Schmidt, and Jeremy Fitzgerald also have the Glitchtrap virus? But none of them wear the Vanny mask. Look, I get it. Just let me finish first. I don't even think it was from a Vanny mask. I think it was probably from a plushie. And also, this would also help explain why the plushie is literally just talking to the Crying Child. Like, no plushie should talk. Like, if you get what I mean. Now, I think they all had the Glitchtrap virus from the start. Because how else would the Crying Child be able to hear his Fredbear plushie talk to him and comfort him? That's the Glitchtrap virus talking to him. Telling him that he won't suffer anymore. And come to think of it, I think all the animatronics also have chips in their heads. Like, when they was being made, I think they had a chip installed into their heads when they were being made by William Afton. And I don't think either of them broke out of Glitchtrap's system either. I think Glitchtrap just gave them the true exit, or what they thought was the true exit. Like I said before, then all Glitchtrap has to do is show them something in AR. Like deactivating a security node or putting a fence up. Or in Mike Schmidt's case, blacking out both sides of the hallways with some kind of border that can only be passed through by animatronics. And those borders can only be opened whenever it hits 6 a.m. And this theory would also help explain why we're just sitting there instead of just leaving. This would help explain that. Same thing goes for FNAF 2 and FNAF 3, but it's not blacked out. But whatever. And FNAF 4, I do think there is a border there. And also the FNAF 4 is telling me that the Crying Child also has a chip in his head. Because he's like seeing nightmares, which I know you might think I'm crazy. They're nightmares. Now I get it, they are nightmares, but why would it be nightmares of the animatronics, and not just some other nightmare of a scary clown or a spooky cave or a spider or something? But why would it have to be animatronics though? And I believe Mike Afton got the chip in his head whenever he puts on the Foxy plushie a lot. And it's also help explain why he's always scaring his brother with the Foxy mask. And also why he just put his own brother in the Fredbear mouth. Now, if all of this is true and they are under Glitchtrap's control, then why are the animatronics still trying to hunt them down? Well, remember this quote where I said that was helping, that wasn't Gregory, and the Mimic and Glitchtrap were the same at some point, or arguing who did win the situation? And I think these guys are in the same situation too, similar to how Gregory and Vanny are. They all have the Glitchtrap virus, but because theirs run a different protocol from the animatronics, they don't even realize that they're also under Glitchtrap's control. And with that, I'm gonna end it right here. And trust me, I know a lot of you aren't gonna like my conclusion to this, but I think I'm onto something. And I'm so glad I saw this theory because it literally just put a spark to my head. And if you like this theory and you want to see more of my content, just make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to make more theories, then let me know which theory I should make, and then I'll look into it. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.